Hey there, good morning, Mimi. Good morning, everybody. So these new delays now push the tunnel project to more than 3 years behind schedule. It's just unbelievable. So much is waiting on all this. You've got all the waterfront construction down here, new signals ready for when the project is over, and of course the viaduct, which is just sitting here, being ready to demolish once the tunnel is finished. The delays in testing within the tunnel is what's causing a lot of the issues, pushing things back. Crews say they don't want to push back the demolition of the viaduct into Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's why they're waiting until January, past the holiday season. Other than that, this new update we have from the state and Seattle Tunnel Partners reveals 80% of the tunnel testing is finished and above ground. Many of the streets, including Alaskan Way here, have new stoplights, as I mentioned. They have it all fenced off, ready to go. In fact, sometime in October, the surface of Alaskan Way will be shifted west out from the shadow of the viaduct and reopened with 2 lanes in each direction. That will give people another place to go when that January 11th date rolls around. Now, the viaduct's southbound Atlantic Street exit by the stadium will close a week before the viaduct closes forever, so crews can complete tunnel connections there. And then after the tunnel opens, construction crews will need 2 more weeks to complete a northbound overpass near Dearborn Street. That means all of you driving from West Seattle will have to go through South Lake Union before you can get off. Just a massive, massive project. Of course, as we mentioned, rain could change the dates here, but the rainy season in our area, the bulk of the rain is in November. Not as many delays possible in January, but even so, officials worried about shopping during the retail season. The Downtown Association in Seattle, the president there saying there's this long-standing tradition of not having construction downtown during the holidays.
It's important, you've got lots of holiday parties, you've got people shopping, you've got lots of folks coming to spend a weekend or a few nights in downtown during the holidays.
Business owners know it's going to be a big impact on the neighborhood, but they are ready to go and preparing for really the madness that could happen during the closure, because again, it is 3 weeks without a viaduct and without a tunnel as crews connect everything to prepare for the final project. So crews saying prepare for anything, start thinking about your plan now after January 11th. Here's Cam with more on that.
Those of you in West Seattle have probably been dreading the Highway 99 closure, and perhaps you've been eyeing that water taxi, wondering if it's a good option for you. And I was wondering if the county is planning on adding any additional boats and if there's any capacity available right now for additional sailors. And there's some good news all the way around. I talked with Brent Champaco from the King County Department of Transportation, and he says just on their existing vessel, we're showing that we would have about 50 to 60% available capacity on our 278 passenger vessel. Not only that, but he says that we will be providing a second vessel during the closure, and it will hold at least 149 passengers. So now we're talking about 2 West Seattle water taxis available to you. So this is not necessarily going to make the closure easy, but there is additional good news from the county. They're doing a lot of things, including adding designated van pool parking areas. They'll be leasing parking lots from the Port of Seattle to make it easier to park and get to the water taxi, and adding more shuttles to the water taxi in the West Seattle neighborhood and also from those parking lots. It's not going to make the 99 closure easy by any stretch, but for West Seattleites, it could make things a lot more pleasant.
So think about what you will do. And one other thing, too, officials note that in the winter months when this is actually going to happen, there could actually be more capacity on the water taxi, which is a good thing. Not so many people ride out on the water in those cold winter months.